Alright, hey, it's been a little while. This is another Rambling in the Void. Today I'm talking about phones, tires, and cider because it has been a crazy week. Last week I had a bolt go into my tire, giving me a flat tire. Finally was able to get in to have it looked at. They thought it was going to be a patch until they had a bolt pulled out about this long, and the closest tire is available in Iowa. So I have to go back tomorrow to get patched. Been driving around on a donut, which isn't terrible. It's just I prefer to not have an issue when, as well as having to replace a tire, I'm also looking at replacing my phone. I have a Nexus 5X. It's currently brick. I found out not that long ago that apparently it's notorious to turn into a brick every once in a while, and there's just really nothing I can do. I took it to a phone medic, and they said that the best they could do would be to order some parts that would take 2 weeks to come in, and then would cost more to fix it than to just buy a new phone. But when you are on a more limited income, it's kind of hard to just replace a smartphone. So I'm going through the process of trying to figure this and that and seeing what phones are available that I could possibly buy on a payment type plan, and hopefully, I will have a phone again soon, but it's also kind of nice to not have a constant distraction in my pocket, to actually kind of watch those around me. But I really dislike not having a map available at all times or not being able to call people. Like when my tire goes flat and I don't have a phone, and so then I have to make it to a gas station and then use the gas station phone, which shout out to Hy-Vee Gas. They are really, really nice and just hand me the phone to use and no questions asked. And um, was able to get everything changed. And then the last thing this week that was pretty exciting is we had a family tradition this weekend, which was Cider Day. I love Cider Day. Every year we go and pick apples on a Friday, which I actually haven't made that part for a long time because I've always been working on Fridays. But then on Saturday, we dump the apples into a big baby pool to wash them, and we cut out any bad spots, and then we cut them up into pieces to be chopped, and then we put that into a fruit press, where we take the mush and have it pressed out, and it is the best apple cider ever when you can get it fresh. Every year is always a little different because we have a different mix of different types of apples. Sometimes you get really sweet apples, sometimes you get more tart apples. We usually do something around a 2 red to 1 yellow or green type thing. Sometimes we throw in pears from our trees. Sometimes we throw in apples from our own tree as opposed to apple orchard, which if you are in the Kansas City area, Poem on the Range, which is actually outside of Ottawa, is an excellent orchard. We love them. They have a lot of other stuff there too. Kind of like Lewisburg, but just a little further west, depending on where you want to go and what you're used to. But then, in addition to making cider, every year we have homemade crock pots of chili and homemade crock pots of nacho cheese dip, and it's just a lot of fun with friends and family and playing games and talking. And it was a crazy full house. Like every bed in our house was filled, every pull-out bed was filled, the couches were filled. My sister's house had some people there, and that wasn't even her whole family. So it was a lot of fun. But what kind of traditions do you have? If you want to talk about it, open a dialogue. I'd love to hear what kind of traditions you have. If you have a phone you really like, I'm in the market to look for phones, so tell me about the phone you like. And if you've had any crazy experiences with losing a tire, I'd love to hear about that as well. I hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you all soon.